Created by Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum, the Phoenix Force first appeared in X-Men number 101. The Phoenix Force is a cosmic entity that bonded with Jean Grey and possesses incredible powers, rendering it capable of destroying even planets. Eventually, the Phoenix morphed into the Dark Phoenix, which has repeatedly served as an X-Men villain. At the start of the preview, Thor and Iron Man are in Asgard, where the revelation that the Phoenix Force may be the god of thunder's mother. Tony tries comforting Thor by explaining that superheroes often have difficulties when it comes to their parents. However, it's unclear just how much Thor internalizes Tony's message, as he still seems angry at the end of the section, where he references how he became unworthy after the events of the original Sin storyline. From there, Maya Lopez, who possesses the Phoenix Force, talks to Sif on the Bifrost in hopes of sorting things out with Thor. Sif refuses to move, and so Maya taps into the Phoenix Force. Once she does, everything seems to freeze, and then the Phoenix speaks. A phoenix was made to go dark, love. Official description for Avengers number 51. The death hunt begins. Sent by the mysterious Avenger Prime from a great watchtower at the dark heart of all that is, the cybernetic soldiers known as the Deathlocks have come to our Earth with a dire warning for the Avengers. But hunters follow close behind them to ensure their warning of megaversal doom is never delivered. The most earth-shatteringly powerful hunters any universe has ever seen. And their first stop, the Golden Realm of Asgard. Captain Carter is a hero out of time in new comic series. Prolific creator Jamie McKelvey, known for his defining work on characters like Captain Marvel and the Young Avengers, will now use his acclaimed talents to bring this Marvel superhero to the forefront of Marvel Comics canon, writing the series and designing the character's brand new look. McKelvey will be joined by rising star artist Marika Cresta, known for her recent work on Star Wars, Dr. Aphra. The 5-issue limited series will introduce Captain Carter in an adventure that will find Peggy Carter as a woman out of time, facing the reappearance of an old foe in modern day and deciding what she stands for as the wielder of the shield. A reality where Agent Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers is turned upside down when the World War II hero is pulled from the ice where she was lost in action decades before. Peggy struggles to find her footing in a modern world that's gotten a lot more complicated. Cities are louder, technology is smarter, and enemies wear friendly faces. Everyone with an agenda wants Captain Carter on their side, but what does Peggy want? And will she have time to figure it out when mysterious forces are already gunning for her? I'm as big a fan of the Captain Carter we've seen on screen as anybody, so I jumped at the chance to create our own version, McKelvey said. I'm having a great time exploring what it would be like for Peggy to wake up nearly 80 years after the end of the war. The world remembers the myth of Captain Carter, but to Peggy the reality was just yesterday. Now she finds herself in a nearly unrecognizable new world. How does she fit in? Can she be the superhero people want her to be? Exploring these questions has been really exciting, and I love the world Marika and I have come up with. I can't wait for people to see Marika's pages. There's so much life and energy to Peggy and the rest of the cast, and the action scenes are stunning. Tony Stark's ascension to becoming the Iron God is in full swing, as Iron Man will take on another new god, the villain Korvac, in an epic cosmic battle. In a brand new preview for Iron Man number 15 by Marvel Comics, Tony Stark uses his new powers and Iron God to try to stop Korvac from using his own new abilities to gain control and power over the universe as its latest superpowered god. After reaching into the power cosmic on TAA2 and gaining godlike powers, Iron Man became the most powerful version of the hero to date. However, Tony Stark isn't the only person in the Marvel Universe to become a god, as he only became one in an effort to stop Korvac, who nearly gained the power cosmic all for himself from Galactus Worldship. Now, with his most powerful upgrade ever as the Iron God, Iron Man's final battle against Korvac is about to begin. But will Iron Man's new upgrade be enough to take down Korvac? In a new preview of Iron Man number 15 by Christopher Cantwell, Ibrahim Roberson, Frank D'Armata, and VC's Joe Caramagna, Iron Man and Korvac's epic cosmic battle begins. Korvac's ego seems to be getting the best of him as he tells Iron Man he's got the conviction and devotion of a god and that he can't be stopped. The Iron God tells him he understands why he wanted the taste of the power cosmic, but that his plans to remake reality are boring and that he already has a million better ideas. Iron Man notes his new powers as the Iron God are effortless and incredible. However, as Korvac tries to intimidate Tony Stark by calling him weak and small, the Avengers' own self-importance shines through, telling the villain he's always been told he's small, but the truth is he has one of the preeminent minds in the entire universe. That might be true, but Stark's new godlike powers surely will inflate his already massive ego. Official description for Iron Man, 2021, number 15. Iron Man has become the Iron God. Only trouble is Korvac has once again become cosmic as well. Their conflict now spills out across the universe as both newly nigh-invincible entities vie for absolute dominance. What does it look like when two massive egos with celestial-sized abilities duke it out? What kind of havoc does it cause as they tear through galaxies and dimensions? And how can a handful of tiny humans stop them in hope of saving their old friend Tony Stark? While a version of Kang the Conqueror may have made his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut in Disney Plus Loki, the comics are giving him a plan that's probably a bit too bizarre for that world. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, a version of Kang the Conqueror first appeared in 1963's Fantastic Four number 19. Also known as Nathaniel Richards, Kang is a time traveler who has been a major enemy of the Avengers and several other formidable groups. In the Kang the Conqueror series, Nathaniel has been trying to find a new way to live and thrive with Ravonna, his wife. However, after Ravonna dies, he hatches a new plan. In Kang the Conqueror number 5 goes to Chronopolis with Ravonna's body. He then flips a switch that enacts his master plan. As Kang explains, he can't allow Ravonna to die, especially in a way that he can't control. Kang essentially says that his plan is to use Chronopolis power to inject Ravonna Renslayer's very soul into time, like a dye into the threads of an entire tapestry. Where time had taken her from me, I forced time to do the opposite, the birth of infinite Ravonneses in infinite timelines. Giving myself infinite chances to save her. As the last panel of the preview teases, though, things will go awry sooner rather than later. Official description for Kang the Conqueror number 5. The cycle of Kang comes to an end. And the cycle of Kang begins anew. Nathaniel Richards wages one last battle in his war against fate, but did any of it make a difference? Does time mean nothing to Kang? Or does Kang mean nothing to time? On January 19th, Cindy Moon returns as the web-spinning spider hero Silk in an all-new, all-star series. As Silk gains popularity in the public eye, Cindy is questioning her place in the world. But existentialism will have to wait when a powerful new villain is turned loose. In a race against the clock, Silk discovers the dangers of ancient Korean magic and social media. Don't miss the comics debut of stunning storyteller Emily Kim and the return of legendary comic artist Takeshi Miyazawa in Silk number 1. In this new series, Silk is facing an existential crisis, Kim explained to Games Radar. She's fallen into a rhythm with her work, both as Silk and as a journalist. She's looking for new drive and purpose. Something that's hopefully resonant with a lot of people, even the ones without spider powers. Official description for Silk, 2022, Number 1. Silk is back. Cindy Moon returns as the web-spinning spider hero Silk in an all-new, all-star series. As Silk gains popularity in the public eye, Cindy is questioning her place in the world. But existentialism will have to wait when a powerful new villain is turned loose. In a race against the clock, Silk discovers the dangers of ancient Korean magic and social media. Don't miss the comics debut of stunning storyteller Emily Kim and the return of legendary comic artist Takeshi Miyazawa. Spider-Man goes dark after he reads from the Darkhold in new Marvel special. Spider-Man is one of Marvel's most heroic heroes, but the upcoming one-shot The Darkhold, Spider-Man #1 imagines a world where he isn't. This all started in the previous The Darkhold, Alpha #1 one-shot, which set up this overall The Darkhold event, where the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Doom were vying for ownership of the Darkhold. Wanda enlisted a group of heroes including Spider-Man to help her, but in the initial struggle the heroes accidentally read a page from the storied Black Tome themselves. As Marvel puts it, it drove Peter Parker insane, but from looking at this preview of the Darkhold, Spider-Man #1 here, it's more complicated than that. Writer Alex Paknadel and artist Dio Navis have imagined a world where Spider-Man's webs are the only thing that'll keep the world from falling apart. From the preview, it feels like one part zombie apocalypse and one part just plain classic apocalypse, with Peter Parker at wit's end to try to save everyone, and solve everything. James Herron has drawn the primary cover to the Darkhold, Spider-Man #1, with variants from Jose Maria Casanovas and Kian Tormey, the latter which shows off a monstrous design for Spider-Man that will presumably appear later in this issue. Official description for the Darkhold Spider-Man, 2021, #1. The spider trapped in a web of his own making. After reading from the ancient Darkhold, Spider-Man was meant to gain the power to enter the Dreadfins dimension and stop him from spreading his mythic darkness across the globe. Instead the book drove him insane, but what does that mean for the stalwart Peter Parker? Dive into a warped world of Spider-Man's broken mind. With Doctor Strange dead, another sorcerer has taken the title, or should we say sorceress. Clea, mistress of the Dark Dimension and Stephen Strange's powerful partner, will rise to the challenge of defending Earth from mystical and otherworldly danger in writer Jed MacKay's Strange #1. Featuring artwork by amazing Spider-Man artist Marcelo Ferreira, this all-new ongoing series will spin directly out of the story still unfolding in MacKay's Death of Doctor Strange. Readers should stay tuned to the hit limited series to see the tragedy and drama that leads into this exciting turn of events. Haunted by her recently returned memories, Clea longs to bring Stephen Strange back from the dead. But when a mysterious group attacks the magical realm, Clea, now the sole protector of Earth against magical threats, must rise to the duties of Sorcerer Supreme. Don't miss the shocking twists, new villains, and unbelievable magical feats as Clea takes Marvel magic to places it's never gone before. Here's what MacKay had to say about continuing this unprecedented Doctor Strange saga. After the apocalyptic events of the Death of Doctor Strange, there's a new Sorcerer Supreme in residence at 177A Bleecker Street, and a new Doctor Strange, Clea Strange. And she's got her work cut out for her when she's not fighting off the magical gangsters of the Blasphemy Syndicate, or battling undead super monsters. She's going after what's hers, the late Stephen Strange. Clea is of the Falden, that race of warlords and conquerors, and like her relatives Dormammu and Umar, she will not be thwarted in her desires, not even by the mysterious harvestmen standing in her way. It's been really exciting to open up a new chapter in the world of Dr. Clea Strange, to get some new adventures going and some new weird eyes on the table, and I can't wait for folks to come along with us.